Can you hear me? I You guys know that my thumbnail is absolutely screwed up right now. So this is the beauty of my channel is I'm like, I got this great idea. I'm gonna throw this up there and see if it sticks. And then when you throw it up there, I got Cheops, Cheops, Cheops. So I gotta go there and I gotta fix that. I gotta fix Cheops and I gotta turn it back into keeps keeps winning. It's a new way of saying that. All right. So all you freaking spelling knuckleheads out there that are going to try to mess with my freaking awesomeness, you will see that it is now fixed. Oh, hearing check. Pop. Oh, I hope it's loud. I hope everything's loud as hell. The worst thing it could be is not, you can't hear it. So let me just check that out. Oh, guys, if if my channel was like predictable, you guys would hate it anyway. It'd be so freaking boring. All right. Hearing check. That's a great that is my new introduction. Watch my give myself a I'll give myself a copyright strike for my own music. I still haven't figured out how, like, when well, obviously you only get copywritten and you only get approved for like one location. So if it goes to another location, it doesn't count. Keops, you know I don't care. I care enough to fix it, but I don't care enough to become perfect. But yes, but at least I got this live streaming set pretty good. I'm really excited about how it's turned out. Um, those two bookcases back there, I still hate. I hate those, but they're free. So if I do something about them, what I would do with them is I would put cubicles. I talked to Kai about that. I would put three square or four square cubicles and then put lights behind them. That would be cool. But that would cost money and I'm cheap. And these are perfectly fine. You got things on the shelf. And it seems like the camera's working good. So I haven't replaced the camera yet. But let's see if this, I haven't even checked. I did not check anything about this live stream today. I didn't do anything. I just like, all right, I got this idea. I definitely want to talk about the X5 today with most of my effort. And let's see if my screen share, we got that. That's good. That's good. Okay. There we go. Now, this is not the X5. Okay. Soon to be. So give me a break. We're gonna actually that's part of the story today. So hey, let me make me. This is the beauty of right there. That's the beauty of OBS. All right. Um, the cute little X4. Hey, you want to see something really funny? You want to see something really funny? Check this out. I'm prepared for this moment. Here we go. You ready for this, Eddie? Is Eddie ready? Is Eddie ready? I'm screaming, so you know I'm freaking ready. Check this one out. Check this one out. That's not it. You put yourself out there, and that's what happens. I freaking catch you in a moment, right there. There's Eddie right there with his new X5, and you know I'm going to get the X5. It's already ordered. This is my huge mistake. Okay, so I actually was I was thinking about. I'm like, do I really want to go to the X5? The X4. Uh, Insta360 gave a lot of people an X4, including me. I got an X4 from them, and I think they want to get me hooked because they didn't need to because I already was hooked on their Ace Pro. But the X5, I pondered it, and I'm like, gosh, and I really had to do some pixel peeping before I would go, okay, I'm gonna do this because it'll improve something. Because the last time I used my X4, when I brought it out, I I didn't clean my lens, and I brought it out in some really harsh lighting, and it actually still turned out not too bad. And I started to look at the how people were presenting, in the smash down of a embargo day. It was really pretty good. Um, so one of the things that I want to quickly say about Insta360 is they are kicking some serious ass with their their promotional days. Their company has gone from, pretty much a uh Picasso, what a Picasso, that camera company. They went from an Picasso like company to a killer best action camera company, dethroning, in my opinion, DJI. They dethrone their ass with action cameras. Now, it doesn't mean that DJI isn't still got more firepower and innovative power. But the problem with DJI is they're all over the place. They're making gimbals, they're making cinema cameras, they're making lens, accessories, and they're making just so many things that sometimes big companies lose touch with the quality of some of their what I would consider to be their flagships. The only thing they didn't lose touch of with their Mavic series, Mavic is definitely being pushed forward, and I think that's definitely where they're winning. But Insta360 had totally innovated and created that. Now, obviously, KuCam was trying to do it, but they didn't do it like Insta360. Insta360 is killing it with their promotional stuff. They are so good right now, and they're riding a high, and this tariff thing is actually not getting in their way. So anyway, I got to slow down here, and I got to listen to some of you guys really quick. But yes, I did order it. I should be holding it right now in my hands. I should have just went down to Best Buy and buy it. Guys, I should have just bought it at Best Buy. It's down there. I could have walked down there and gotten it. But I was like punch happy, and I ordered it from Insta360. So, but they assured me that there is going to be no tax and duty other than what is normal on the shipment. So that'll be interesting. Let's see. They must have two things: competent workers. Let's see, and staff that give a hoot about their jobs. Yeah, and they're getting hammered right now with tariffs. But they're still launching these products. They must be making a lot of damn money. Is what's happening, because people all around. First of all, the tariffs are only one place. So all of these other places are just, that normally buy cameras are buying them. The Japanese are buying cameras. Everybody's buying cameras that likes them. The Europeans are buying them. So it doesn't matter when it comes to certain products. So anyway, what do you think about that, Eddie? What do you think about this right here? You like it, don't you? Eddie likes this here. Let me put up let me share his URL. He's getting really, I think he's getting really good with his message. Eddie, I will never be as good as you. I really, let me copy that there. I really need to get better. I need to care more. I really do. Um, Here, and Patsy, paste that in there. So if that's that down there, that link, click that. That is to Eddie's review. And just to be quite honest, Eddie, I have not watched your review yet. I just noticed that it was up. I knew you were getting a camera. So I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit. Um, should have been the next camera. Yeah, they okay. One of the things that they really that I noticed that I really like that they did, and here, let me just give Eddie a break here. Eddie a break from himself. And you probably you he Eddie already knows all this stuff. So what happened was is when I got my version of the camera, they put on they already put the heat shield on it. Okay. So the one I received, I got the heat shield on it. Um, so it already is doing really well. I thought the battery life has been great with this. I really was impressed with the 4K, where excuse me, with the 8K 30. Um, so let me just make sure I'm not fumbling over my own freaking mouth here. Um, so one of the things is when you're in like just your 4K or you want to go just use a single lens. Um, they made it really easy to do that. I mean, the menu system is really getting good. And so here's single lens mode. They call this free frame. They call it free frame. So this is the X4, and this thing's LCD is great. I really am impressed with the single lens color. You just have to turn the sharpness. You have to crank the sharpness way down. But the one thing there's a lot of artifacting and it's not really it's artifacting, it's noise. Okay, it's noise. I got the wrong term. The problem is in certain lighting, especially really bright light, the noise kills your image. And I definitely noticed that in the dark and in the really light, they fixed it with the X5. So I'm like, all right. And then they did this. They put, instead of my dumbass having to go buy that, you know, they're making it compatible with both of the mounts. So the whole camera system is now going to be universal with the Ace Pro, and which is all these things are just are making the system that much better. I really like I said I really ooh I'm recording right now. There we go. We're recording the live stream right here. I should probably do that. Here, let's just get this up here. But yeah, I don't I'm jealous because I don't have your camera, but this is actually the tripod I like to use for this. You can do bullet time with this kind of a tripod. You can, it's possible. Okay. So I'm going to put that right there. So we are now in a here, let's go right here. Let's do it right here. All right. So now we're recording me, and let's see, I can get that. Yeah, I should be able to get everything right there. All right. But, but sweet. So there it goes. So, anyways, it's fun. It's a fun camera. And the, what's this? Yeah, and I agree. I think all of these companies. Remember the Mini One, Mini Two, Mini Three. Now the Mini Four is out. Mini Four is the cream of the crop. Why did they start with the four? It's because they weren't ready for it. They were knocking out the kinks. They needed users to go out, okay, like me and all these other knuckleheads that they gave this thing to to here's go like that to basically proof it. They wanted us to tell them give them the feedback for things they didn't like. So when I did vlogging with this, I'm actually going when I get my X5, I am actually going to do vlogging only. All of my recording will be X5 only for a period of time. I couldn't do that with this one. I didn't like the sound. I didn't even like the sound that came out of when I connected this wirelessly to my mic. I thought it was a little tinny, and they did a lot of fixing of the sound aspects of this thing. But to anybody that wants to get the X4, I mean, yeah, you go into single lens mode right there. Here you go, and you just click on. This is single lens mode, just like that. And I turn it on. Yeah, it's already in single lens. Anyway, so you're basically now, just a vlogging camera. So I can go flip this around and it's just very intuitive. Okay. So now I'm basically, doing a single lens vlog and it's getting a massive picture, an image. So I can take this in post. I can take this free frame image in post and I can do anything I want with it. I can make it nice and square and sharp. Um, it's just there's just so much fun that this guys, action cameras are not fun. They're not. This one is fun. If you just want to record, you don't want to use this. Okay, you don't. You really don't. Because it's too much work. If you just want to get footage and be done with it. But if you want to go on vacation and have fun with a camera and just get all kinds of unique stuff, and then when you need your really good images, you go and you pump out the Pocket 3. When you got to have that hardcore stuff. But this is not fun. It's not fun. Um, could be fun, but this is really fun. There's so much fun stuff you can do with this one. So, and this is not bad. That's not bad for being I'm in a pretty dark room, but I've got really good lighting, you know? So anyway, but yeah, you got just universal mounts, just bang, there's so much cool stuff. Now the new one comes already stock with these mounts on it, with these side mounts. Actually, I bought this cage the uh for the inst for the Ace Pro 2. So now I've got that mount down there, and we can do this. Okay, and these guys had to do this for a reason, but this one's not as fun. Okay, it's actually more fun than this. So if they go for fun factor, this is second fun, third fun. This is no fun. I'm not trying to be fun with this. I need video that's super good. This one is always going to win. Okay. Always going to win. But that's kind of the way I look at cameras. That's the way I approach them. I get and the other thing is we don't like redundancy. We like to I gotta protect them. Can I change these lenses out? I don't even know. Can these be changed out? Hey, Eddie, can you change the X4 lenses out with the X5 lens kit? I'm just curious about that one. See, my cage for the X4 won't work on the X5. Can you replace the lenses on the X4 with the X5 kit? That's a question. X4 lenses with X5 kit. Let's stick him back up here. We're gonna pump Eddie's channel here. Okay. So um I've been really lucky as far as like breaking cameras. No. There we go. Okay. And I that's kind of what I got from most of the reviews, but must be done in a lab. So, okay, so if anybody else has to understand how important thing, that one idea is, it's when you go out with the camera, you're especially when you're using this one, you're extending it way out. Okay, so when you're using this camera, you're going to put it on a stick. Okay, okay, like this. Okay, you're going to put it on the stick, and you're going to freaking go. You're going to put it in no man's land. It's going to go way out. Okay, okay. And the other thing that people do that is going to break your lens is we're going to take this stick and we're going to put it on a tripod. We're going to freaking mount this thing. And then what's it going to do when the wind blows? Instantly break this freaking lens. Now, these are Gorilla Glass lenses. It's not instant, but you could easily scratch them. There's all kinds of things that can happen. That's why that Insta360 said, you know what? We're going to take some of that pressure off of users who are afraid to break it, and we're going to let them fix their own lens. And now they're going to go, have an extra one. You get that little, you can fix it. I just think, um, yeah, heat gun. Oh, yeah, I don't even want to go there. So it's just that to me was a huge. So anyway, this is the mount that I used, and then I replaced. That's the quarter 20 in the bottom there that I had to add to this camera that it didn't have. Um, but the new one does. It's got the heat dissipating cover. It has replaceable lenses and anything else that Eddie's going to say in his video. So yeah, we got some good stuff going on there, and I I about 2 months ago, I've got I got frustrated with with kind of the fact that I didn't think that the competition was affecting DJI enough to really do major improvements of its image quality. And I think that Insta360 is now becoming more receptive to users. It doesn't mean that DJI isn't, because they're just big. And when you get big, you get lost, and DJI will fix everything. They are going to make better everything. They're going to come out with their 360 camera, uh, potentially, and supposedly uh, GoPro, who I thought was dead in the water, is actually going to come out possibly with their 360 camera. So I like that you can use me mode now and even have the 360 files. Yes, that was another thing that I thought was really good. Okay, now if you're not familiar with me mode is where you take the camera and you put it in single lens profile and you just put it out like that. And you're just capturing you as you're walking. Okay, so you get it way out in front of you, and what you're doing is you're getting a really nice image of you, a full image of you walking. So you have to get out pretty far. This stick is actually too short. I've got some longer sticks for that. But I like the smaller one because it's more general. It gives you enough distance to get most of you, but not all of you walking. It's really close. Just depends on the angle. The angles are everything. So if I get out say another foot, I'm going to be able to get my feet, get my feet with the foot. So, but yeah. So me mode was just a one-sided deal. Now you're going to get the 360, and you can do more with you're going to have more files, but you're going to also have the option to do other things to get different profiles of say you catch something really good, and when you're in mode and you want to get um another angle or something. It just offers you more, maybe something in front of you, that's so. Anyway, so this camera here is going to be very reasonably priced. Okay. Right now it's still in the $400 range. I can imagine if this thing gets down to the $300 range, they you should jump on this one if you don't want to spend the extra 200 bucks. So, but right now the prices are very close. You're $50 to go to the X5, and you get these big A batteries. These things got big monster batteries. I mean, just look at this. Watch this. Check this out. This is how good these cameras are. Just now, it's sealed in there, right there. Check this out. This is how well built they are. Watch this. I'm gonna click this open. The battery literally flew out. Um, I can't find it. Where's the battery, man? Where'd the battery go? There we go. Anyway, the just the build qualities and the just the thought going into them is just getting so much better. And then they move the power button. They put like this is the input for, because some people like their own mics. They just move things around to make it more sense. So anyway, like I said, go see Eddie's video and check that out. He's going to have the details for you. I want to see if it'll fix one problem. Okay. My big problem when I was out on that vlog and I was testing it in, I was out in golden hour. Okay. It was at the beginning of golden hour. So my video should be, it's the overexposed, but I'm missing the time period where the shadows are the best. You have to be able to shoot golden hour, and this camera couldn't do it without it being crap. Okay. It wasn't crap. It was not as good. Okay. To a camera like this was, going to shoot golden hour really good because it knows the light at that time better than the, but not as bad as good as this. Say so. Anyway, yeah, I should have a proper camera for golden hour. I know, but you know, such is life. I don't want to carry five cameras. I'm not a five camera person. Um, and Insta360 just keeps doing better things, just one after the next. And to me, the starting point was the Go 3S. When I took the Go 3S on vacation, and I probably have I'm going to make you guys sick today because I've said this so many times. When I took the Go 3S on vacation, and I just threw it in my bag. It was tiny. It was like one little extra thing. It wasn't taking up a lot of space. And when I got back, I thoroughly enjoyed the footage. I'm like, wow, this is fun footage. Now, there's noise in it. It's not a big sensor, but wouldn't it be cool if I would have had this instead? Yes. So this is going with me this year. Not this one, but the X5. X5 is coming on vacation with me, and it will be my main camera. I am not taking anything. I am going to live and die with the X5 on vacation. I am going to get the best footage I can, and that's scaring me because sometimes you want just that nice flat shot. You have to practice to get those flat shots, and it's really not made for the flat shot, but it's action. But I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm going to see if I can go single camera X5. And what am I going to do with the X4? X4 is going to go to probably somebody else that can enjoy it. I'm probably going to put that puppy um, out for sale. I mean, I don't need an X4 if I got an X5. That's simple as that. So it's kind of like I still have my Action 4, but the problem with the Action 4 is the Action 4 got so cheap that I don't even want to sell it at this point. I'm like, I can use it for something. I can use it as an expendable camera on a drone if I need to. But even that is not becoming something I got to really worry about because the drone cameras are becoming so good that you don't need an action camera on it. So, yeah, Eddie, I did the from the I watched a couple of different people, and I have a specific go-to that I used for the quality of image because of where he lives. It's a lot like where I live. It's not the same exact type, but it's mountain, lots of different, he has lots of different, like, it's Austrian scenery, Austria. And you might even know what I'm talking about. But he's the one that gave me the best dynamic range examples. I'm like, and I exactly. So he had cameras side by side, and then you could look in the clouds, and then you look at his face. Everything was better balance. And to me, it's the balance of exposure. I'm not a camera aficionado. I don't mess around a lot with any of the manual settings because I'm not confident with that. So what I do is I hope um, I can do some, okay, but I hope that I can. Um, here we gotta. I'm just noticing that we haven't. We have to give Eddie a thumb up right there on his channel. There we go. But hopefully you're watching that. But anyway, yeah. So the dynamic range is better, but like a couple of the reviewers said, truthfully, it's not it's not quite like this yet. It's not quite here. Okay, but it's closer than most people would give it. So if I did now, if I did vertical format with this, and then I did vertical format with this, they would both fight an equal battle. This actually might win because I'm doing it in 8K. Okay. This is going to be, um, it depends. It just depends. Um, but remember, they're both from the same family. So, um, the only thing that'll, I think, beat that in a vertical battle would be a real camera, like a full frame camera. So if I got like a Sony or a Canon and I put a proper lens on it, maybe an 11 millimeter slash, and I'm still not out of that one. So dynamic range is improved, not DJI Action 5 Pro. Yeah, yeah. To me, the only thing that I have a problem with just this one is just a little bit of the skin tone thing. Um, I like soft. Like right now, I think my lighting is part of the problem, but the camera I use here is pretty good skin tone wise. It doesn't try to create skin tone. I think skin tone should be created with lighting and with a natural camera. These try to do skin tone, and when you do that, you get red, you get magenta, and that is never good. When the camera starts creating the skin tones, it can struggle. So, you know, and guys, that's a generation away. I mean, like these camera companies hear this. They know, and they're all looking for a way to make this better. And especially with knuckleheads that don't have a lot of camera experience. So, yeah. Um, yeah, so if any of you guys are still looking or on the fence with cameras, I would say for my budget camera, I would still be going Action 4 or Ace Pro 1. Okay, Action 4, Ace Pro 1. That's for budget cameras that have dropped in price. Okay. For a kid camera, super fun kid camera, one where I'm not serious about what I want to do, the Insta360 Go 3S is really cheap, and there's a lot of accessories for that, and it's a lot of fun. So it's been a while since you guys have seen that. Let me pull that one out of here. Um, let's see if I can find that. So that's this little turd right here, and it's a fun little turd. Um, like I said, it's a small kit to carry around. Very simple. A lot of like I said, I got you can pull out the module, the main module. Here we get the release button, so this pulls out nice. It can be you can use I believe, yeah. This uses a different mount. This is the sucky thing about this. Um, this does not have. There is actually a side mount, but this is not compatible with any of my other mounts, which sucks ass. I don't like that. But I do have my own little selfie stick for this one, which works with the mount that it comes with. So it kind of takes the place of it. So you gotta play this game. You gotta play you got to do this. But this is a fun little setup, and I highly recommend it. It's really a fun little travel camera. So if you just want to have fun, you're not serious. This will take good pictures. I actually have a family picture that I took with this that I'm actually pretty proud of. Here, we got to get that off of there. You can go like that, or you can do this. Here's the other thing you can do. I did buy this mount, so it could be screwed onto this right here. So anyway, it's a neat little setup. So yeah, and then of course you got the flip screen. So, you can flip out and like I said, color profiles are great. Um, you can see real quick, fires right up. And I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, wow, it's doing a great job. Um, I don't think the magenta hue is too bad. It's a little more white now. Just looking at the lighting, like I said, the lighting is doing it. I don't know if the camera's doing it, but very few cameras you can do that with. Now you got this. Okay, now we're working it remotely. So there's this one fun factor of this has got a fun factor of about 7 to 9. Okay. So if you truly want to have fun, these guys are the only camera company that's actually having fun. Everybody else is trying to, make like photographers happy. And you're not going to make a photographer happy with a freaking GoPro or any of these action cameras. They're not made for that. So so if you want to Eddie or A1 it, if you're into real estate photography and you have to really get really important images, this is not your tool. You'll get laughed out of the real estate conference with a camera like this. But I wouldn't care. So mine would be fun and theirs would suck ass. So so anyway, I think we've explored all of them. I think all of you guys kind of understand. But Insta360 innovation, innovation, innovation. When has DJI innovated this much? Tell me never. Okay, that's their last innovation right there. And then when they make a new one, it'll be just like this one. It's not going to be different. It's going to be like this. Um, but it's good. I mean, they go with consistency, quality. So I don't know. So do you want a camera that's fun or innovative? I don't know. To me, as a tech reviewer, I want it to be innovative. So, alrighty, guys, that is my rant. Um, see, I'm currently in the Insta360 Studio exporting videos from the X4 I shot last weekend. Yeah, I've got two scooter reviews and then possibly a bike review on the way. I'm waiting for that confirmation to come. The bike is actually something I'm really interested in, so hopefully that goes down. It's funny, I'm talking to Eddie on the screen here like he's a human being. Check this out. There it is right there. I'm literally talking to Eddie like that's him right there. I might as well. I mean, it is him, right? So everybody's so quiet. Yeah. So since Eddie talks, I feel like I'm just talking to him right now. But yeah, that's kind of that's where I'm headed, man. I'm headed to do more things. I can't just rely on the drone gig. It's just um there's just not a lot of places for it to go. Ah, projects coming up. I think I have become the person that rescues the old gear because right now I might be getting a K1. So um, we'll see if we'll see if the with if any cubic sends me their K1, I might be able to rescue them from death. Um, I have been very successful with the Cobra over there, the Cobra 3. I finally got it dialed in to print the stuff that I want. So I've been doing 3D printing. I did the camera, the security camera one. That was kind of fun. I thought that was good. It's actually a pretty good camera. Nice little. I wish I had their doorbell. I don't really. I have a Ring doorbell, and Ring is all about the subscription. I can't. Um, I have no way of recording anything because you have to pay for their cloud service. So if you don't pay for their cloud service, anything that goes through the Ring doorbell, you can't like save. So that's bullshit. Um, I think that's wrong. I think that you should have the option that to use your own media, so it's not being recorded somewhere else. I think that maybe is a security issue in my case. But IE Geek, well, it does allow you to have your choice on that. So I thought that was really good for those guys. But all right, here let's do one of these here. Let's see who's hiding. I want to see who's hiding in the catacombs. So we're gonna see who's hiding in the catacombs by gifting. There's hiking Shivas showing up. What about the ring drone? Never coming. I would try the ring drone. Um, maybe I should buy one. Maybe I should go get one. The problem is where does my recording go? Does it just go, to outer space? It's like if I get a notification, I can see it live, and that's it. That's all I get from the Ring camera. I can't record. I guess I could record it on my phone, but here we go. This is where I catch who is not paying attention. Okay, we are going to gift out 5 memberships to some of you knuckleheads. It is Friday. Let's see where these go. But I do know the Ring drone. It's just been quiet. It hasn't been anything that's been promoted. Send some out. Send some to people like me. So we got Mark Penny in the house. We got Northside Hawk in the house. Uh, Tai Tai's little sis is in the house. Okay, cool. Possum is now wrenched in the house, right? Aaron Johnson. There you go. Very good. So thank you guys for being in the background. You are now rewarded. It's a little bit of fun. So enjoy that little gift of memberships. Yeah, I think it's a great concept, but my dog would kill it. If I had a ring drone, my dog would snatch it out of the sky in my house and kill it. I have my own version of a ring drone. His name is Steve. So, and speaking of Steve, he's got a few more minutes before I got to feed him. The biggest knucklehead is on the screen. Yeah. No. Okay. No, the biggest knucklehead is not on the screen, Kai. Okay. Now the biggest knucklehead is on the screen. Here we go. Let's make it smaller. Hey, Eddie, this is what I like about your channel, man. I like your enthusiasm. I think that you really are having fun, and that's what's going to get you tons tons of subscribers. You're gonna gain tons more subscribers. You pick really good locations for your stuff. I think you're very serious about what you want to do. So that's for Eddie, man. I think Eddie is doing a really good job with his stories are good. Now that's not a very good clip there for you. Sorry, that's only 720. Let's at least get it to 1080. Here, there we go. Now you can see at least 1080 through 1080. And that's really, look at the sky. Look at the dynamics in the sky. Okay. So yeah, no, I mean that. Eddie, I got nothing to gain by saying hi to you or being nice. Okay. So nothing to gain. I just appreciate it. Because all of us in this gig have started somewhere. And when we start, we just have fun. It's all about fun. It's about connecting with people, and I make a living being connecting with people, with young people. So it just kind of was naturally a natural progression for me to go into the YouTube stuff. But yeah, so this is just good. Can I go to Eddie's channel to see the side by side? Yeah, I just haven't had a chance yet. He just got his unit. So but look at the sky. To me, it's all about if you got a great sky and you got balance within that. See a little bit red there. He's not doing that though. He's not creating the red. The camera has got to figure that out. Um, you have to get the difference between that light and the dark in it. They're doing it. They're getting it. They're getting better. He's on a skateboard there. So I would like a skateboard. I would love to try one. I've got good balance. So, um, what's that lady doing there? Oh my gosh, she looks like she's gonna fall over there. Come on, let me get that live. Oh, she's just kicking out there. I was trying to figure out what she was doing. She's stretching. But yeah, I caught her in a bad moment there. Let me get back there. But anyway, um, so sometimes that's the fun of the video. It's the people, and he lives in a place where there's lots of people. I purposely stay away from those people. But everybody's used to being around people in in New York. So, all righty, guys, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let Eddie have his privacy there. But yeah, check out that video. I'm gonna go look at his first impressions. He's obviously going to make those impressions based upon his use of the X4, and all of us that have used the X4 know where we're going to lose. If you are okay, so to win with the X4, you have to have good lighting, just like I've got right here. Instant, perfect image. You have to have the lighting in the right spot. Out in nature, you don't. The sun will be where the sun is, and that's one of the things that I noticed in multiple videos was that the sun didn't create this explosion, of it didn't destroy the moment. It blended in better with the moment, and like I said, much softer. But you can soften your footage. Last question for Eddie. Here's my last question. Did you use ProRes in your when you rendered your video, or did you use your phone? Did you use the app, or did you use ProRes as your highest resolution? That's my last question. If you're still there, Eddie, ProRes in your footage. That's my last question, and then I'm gonna leave him go. But I was able to correct some of it with my ProRes editing. Yeah, so okay. And that I was told by my contact that yes, ProRes, make sure you would put it in high bit rate, right? Export it on the computer. So computer ProRes high bit rate. So you have to go into the camera and turn it to the highest bit rate. You have to do that. It just takes it works much more efficiently with the higher bit rate, but it's hot. It gets more information. The sensor is able to pick up more information. Um, so anyway, I'm actually gonna use the X4 because I don't have my X5 yet this weekend for some of my shots with the scooter videos. Um, and that's kind of what you want to use it for. The other thing, if you notice, here, I got Eddie's got a really good example here. One more time. Let me just go back to screen share. You notice the shadow that he's got? That's another part of all cameras in general is basically, hey, drone heads, how you doing? Okay, is basically you see that shadow right there? Trying to get that shadow to not show up. It's very hard. Because if you're holding the camera, you're going to have a shadow. So it's almost like somebody else has to be holding the camera. Um, but some of my favorite footage is skiers. um Skiers with they have like some kind of a must have some kind of like a waist harness where they put the camera like out like a bee, like the stinger of a bee, and they get that great first person or there's no first it's third person, right, where you can see an image in front of you. Third person skiing is really good. So all righty, guys, I have been on for almost an hour, and I thank Eddie for popping in. He's always welcome to pop in. Thank you everybody for popping in because we were talking cameras today, and I know we are a drone group. But we have to open up our eyes to other things. We have to be ready for the changes coming, and I have to also cater to a much larger audience with more things that we're interested in. It just has to be. If you're going to be in this tech business, you have to. You have to. You have to be. You have to be willing to just do different things. I got a camping fan coming. So Kai, if you're there, are you still there, Kai? I do have a fan. It's coming. It's a battery powered fan. I finally was thinking about them. Like, if I'm going to build a drone, let me see in the future, and I want to need to put it on there with the flight controller turned on, and I need something to cool it down. I still don't have a fan. So somebody finally sent me a fan, Kai. But hopefully the bike thing works out. There's another e-bike coming, and it's a nice one. It's one I can compare with the current e-bike that I have. I have an Amiet S8, um, and another S8 like bike might be in my future. So hopefully that does work out. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm gonna guys. It's Friday. My dog wants to eat. It's 4:21, and he's been sitting by himself all day. And need to give him some love and affection. My poor puppy. But nothing else. I would say, like, if you have not seen the let me go back to screen share and just go to this one right here. Um, I really want you to here. That's the one now. Wrong one. Right there we go. You just This is the kind of work that this company is putting in. They are putting out ads that are absolutely fantastic. And I mean, this is old DJI when they were, I think this is even better. I mean, DJI isn't this creative, with their stuff, you know. This is a pretty cool video here. But there it is right there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of cool. So, yeah, there's just so many cool things that people are doing with this camera. And it's Insta360, man. They're doing it. They are doing it. They are making it happen. And I believe in it. I believe the hype. I believe the hype. So, hey, you guys, have a great weekend. Can I look with I'm trying to see if I've got the rock. I don't have the rock thing here. Hold on here. Let me go there. Trying to see if I have that here. I think I need to add it here. I'm gonna go to my media source and see if I can find my new, let's see, intro sound. Where is it? Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Random tunnel, hold, chill intro, Earth's desert on. I can't find it. I can't remember what it is. I can't. Anyway, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Have a great weekend. Sometimes you just have to go. So later. Thank you.